What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am at the Santa Rosa Rural Cemetery in Santa Rosa, California. So far, I have found a bunch of cool stuff. I'm still on the hunt here. We're still going to walk this cemetery and see what else we can find. So let's get on with it. These two front graves right here were Samuel Harris, 1864, he died, and Phoebe Fulkerson Harris, 1899, she died, were the in-laws of Thompson Mize. Samuel, a veteran of the War of 1812, was 18 years old when he served in the Battle of New Orleans with Andrew Jackson. Native of Kentucky. His stone's been repaired. As you can see, the crease through the middle, they repaired it. Must have broken half. And then Phoebe. And they were the in-laws of, I think, this gentleman over here. I think it's over here. Of this gentleman, excuse me, Thompson Mize. The in-laws, Samuel and Phoebe, were the in-laws to this gentleman, who is the first recorded burial in this cemetery, Thompson Mize. So this is Sergeant Thomas Goodman, died in 1886. He was a veteran of two wars, the war with Mexico and the Civil War. It says there, Sergeant Goodman was the lone survivor of the Centralia, Missouri massacre of 1864. The metal fence encloses his stone. Got here number 11. These the Basaguapli family is, this plot here is a reminder of the Italian immigrants who helped settle Santa Rosa. Natalie was a director with the Bank of Italy, which later became the Bank of America. The stone is to the east of this site beyond the olive tree. So this is the family over here. Or is this it? I don't know. I can't read these stones in here. There's that on the other side here. The family's stone on the other side. Ah, here it is. Here's the family. Not Natalie, Natale. Excuse me for my pronunciation. Horrible of me, yes. Wasn't wearing my reading glasses when I was reading that that brochure a minute ago, so it's Natale. Beautiful. So the family here is the Italian immigrants who helped settle the Santa Rosa, and Natale was the director with the Bank of Italy, which later became Bank of America. There's a few people buried in the Bay Area here that were associated with the Bank of Italy that later became Bank of America. Rinaldo's son Died September 16th, 1899, aged 8 years, 4 months, 6 days. We got a John, January 9th, 1916, age 28 years, 4 months, 7 days. There's a Madeline. Ooh, boy, I can't really, I think, I'm not sure, 1886 to 1903 maybe. Kind of hard to get on that one, but yeah. There's more members of the family here too, this whole thing. Beautiful stones. Gotta wear my reading glasses. Note to self. We got number 12 here. Beautiful. All right, this one says, downhill to the right are the graves of about 36 Japanese immigrants and Japanese Americans. Although Chinese burials were prohibited in the rural cemetery until the 1930s, Japanese were permitted. Further downhill beyond the eucalyptus trees is a Sonoma County burial site, burial location for about 351 people buried here by the county since 1943. The previous county site, with about 1,500 burials, was the Chenate Cemetery on Chenate Road. It is also now in the process of rehabilitation and open for tours. So downhill to the right is this. I saw this little area over here. It's kind of odd looking. Was this it? So downhill to the right, so this would be the right. Is this little Japanese section? I think it might be. Possibly. I think so. This is the burial area for the Japanese immigrants. Because like I think I barely see that, but it looks like it's. Yeah, Masaru, but it's broken July 31st, 1930 something. Unknown Japanese. Late 1800s, early 1900s. Someone just made this, I think. Another unknown. Late 1800s, early 1900s. Another unknown there. This is where the 36 are buried. Yeah, a lot of them are unknown. Wow. Furu Usho, infant daughter, died 8/11/1925. That is sad. But a lot of these wooden ones are just unknown. Let's get out of here. Are these more? Can't really make out the stones from here. There's an area down here. County of Sonoma Cemetery, established 1967. On March 22nd, 1944, Sonoma County Board of Supervisors approved the purchase of this 3-acre parcel as the site of the county's new cemetery for indigent burials. It replaced the old county farm cemetery known as Chenate Historic Cemetery. The first burial here was recorded on September 11th, 1967. As of December 2020, there are 351 burials, including 13 unidentified individuals, Jane and John Does. Historically, those with no one to pay for their interment were buried here. Today, only unidentified indigents may be buried here. Okay. So this would be like the unidentified people. I guess it could be considered like a potter's field as well. I guess that rolls into the same definition. But yeah. I don't see a whole lot of stones in here, but I see names though on some of these, so I don't know. Unless the ones that maybe some of the ones that are, yeah, there's names down here, so I don't know. Unless it's up in here. Because I'm seeing some stuff here, but I'm not sure. Was it back in here? No, those are trees that were cut down. Unless they're the people that are in here aren't marked because they're unknowns. But I see names on the ones in here, so I do not know, but we'll press on and walk through. Joseph Conley, U.S. Army, World War II, 1927 to 1968. This is a veterans area now, so I'm not, it must be out here. I wonder if those little flags out here are marking graves. But we'll walk through here real quick and go back out and see what we can see. Yeah. Richard Council, Private Use Air Force, 1929 to 1978, never forgotten. Well, thank you all for your service in here. This is obviously military up in here. Or a lot of military, at least. Not a whole lot of people in here. What's the sign say? In this big pond. That's the cemetery. So I wonder if the Jane and John Does are on the other side of this fence. They've got to be. They've got to be. That's got to be the area there. I think I was reading it was close to the Japanese graves, which are right over there. So maybe this whole patch outside of this bordered area is the Jane and John Does. Because everybody in here is marked with a name. Yep, it's got to be out here. This got to be where all the unknowns are. I think these little flags might be marking the graves. Possibly. Don't know for sure, but I think this might be it. Sad. I think these are some more Japanese graves right here, right across from the original spot I was at right here. And there's just so many trails, so many graves up in here. Greatzer. Stefan, 1887, died, aged 17 years, 8 months, 21 days. But there's so many like people of interest in here too. I mean, the pamphlet has, you know, so many numbers in it, and some of these graves of people of interest are marked by numbers, as you saw some of the blue numbers marking certain graves, like this one right here. They let you know that, you know, look at the pamphlet or the map in the pamphlet. But I mean, you can easily be here for, I'm sure, days upon days to see everything. Very, very calm in here, very, very peaceful. There's a lot of graves and some very tall grass out here too. Like I said, if it's too deep, I'm not walking out in it because I don't want to be taking nothing home with me. Ticks or whatever. You know? Heisel is the name on this one. Peter died May 11th, 1876, age 67 years, and Paul died March 8th, 1890, age 62 years. There's a Catherine here too, 1853 to 1903, I think. But yeah, beautiful stone here. There's a Paul. There's a Paul here. There's a different Paul. Yeah, died 1940. I think. Yeah. So these are just different family members of the same name as well. This will have to be another trip. Like I said, there's still a lot to see. All right, guys, thank you so much. We're gonna cut this one off. If you enjoy this one, give it a thumbs up, give it a share. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. I gotta go. Dinner is calling me soon, and I got to come back. Even one whole day, I don't think you'd see everything in this cemetery. I really don't think you would. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later.